Okay, let's get started. It's Friday, January 17, 2025. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how I power and connect to my gear that's located in StarFront Observatories down in Rockwood, Texas. Hi, I'm Bill, and welcome to my Astro Vagabond channel. Also, two quick updates. One, if you've been following the channel, you know I'm helping a new imager up in who's located in Northern California. Now that all my travels are over and I can sit down and focus on getting imaging going in StarFront, weather permitting, and also free to travel. Kim and I have set a date of Saturday, 25th of January for me to go on site at her location and start the process of bringing her gear online. So stay tuned to that. And also, I don't know if you've seen the video where I said, take my data, but there's a catch. 4 people took the data, and I'm pleased to say one of the 4 has completed the processing, and we're in trying to find a time to build the video so he can do the reveal and talk about how he processed the data. So stay tuned for that. Hit the notification bell. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And let's get into how I power my gear and connect to it in StarFront. So I decided to take the power handoff into a APC UPS when I first started imaging 4 years ago, and I was powering my gear with AC power. I had one of these. So StarFront has great power, but I just wanted to have some control over it. And so with the UPS, further conditioning of the power. And so I purchased one for each scope. In what we connect into this is a Casa Smart Wi-Fi power strip. Provides 6 plugs. I'm using 2 plugs. One is for the mount. The second one is for the computer. And so I'm going to show you the Edge HD8. So in that case, the first plug of the 6 is where my B-Link SCR5 mini computer is plugged into, in a sense, but really it's the Wanderer Box Pro V3, which is does the USB and power distribution. That plugs into one of these ports, and then the mount is the second power port. And I control these things using the Casa app. You'll see a lot of things here. For the last 2-3 years, I've been using Casa. I have light bulbs and plugs in the house, and I can program them to turn on and off at certain times. So they just added these power strips into my account. I changed my password, gave them the password so they could do that, and then I can change the password back. Very seamless. So now that the equipment is powered, I've turned it on and everything, I can connect to that equipment using Chrome Remote Desktop. And as you see here, the Astro V Ryzen, which is what I named the B-Link SCR5, is available. However, I'm a fan of Windows Remote Desktop. So what I did, I got into a conversation with someone that's in StarFront, and what they use is zero tier, and basically you create a private network. And so my desktop is on this private network. Both of my computers in StarFront are on this private network, and one of my laptops, I'm going to put a second one on, connect to the network. The free ware is lets you put up to 10 devices. And so since I'm using this, then I can do this. I can use I can use Windows Remote Desktop. And the reason I want to use Remote Desktop is because if you look over here, I can mount shares. I can make shares available to my computers in StarFront. And then, for instance, where this is the C drive on my B-Link SER5, which is managing the Edge HD8, and here's where N.I.N.A puts its data. So I can just copy and I can just paste. And then it'll just copy it across. Where with Chrome Remote Desktop, the only way I know how to do it was to create a G drive locally and then have that data go up into the cloud to a G drive and everything. And for me, this is a lot cleaner. Right now, I'm operating manually, but it works. And the transfer speeds are relatively good. And so I'm happy with that. Now, what I will do is if we go into N.I.N.A, down here, I have an shutdown section. And in that shutdown, I'm using an external script instruction, which is available in power-ups. It's called external script. And then I'm running a modified version of Chad's or Patriot Astro's end of night script. And so what this end of night script is, it copies all my log files over to my desktop and those type of things. I will add the movement of the data into this script, so it's done programmatically at the end of the night. I won't have to intervene or anything, and it'll just make it a little bit easier. And again, it is the sequencer power-ups that makes that plugin makes that instruction available. So that's about what I wanted to share with you as a start. Let me bring this back up. Well, no, let me let's go back onto the desktop. And here's my desktop. And as you can see, it's starting to write the data directly to my desktop. And I think when you're working remotely, that's really what you want to happen, right? You want to be able to sit down at your desktop in the morning and you want to be able to start to look at your data. If you're a PixInsight user, run it through Blink or Subframe Selector, or whatever your process is for starting to evaluate your data. For me, using zero tier to create the private network is a better solution for what my needs and preferences are. But clearly, Chrome Remote Desktop is a solution as well. And there are ways then you can move your data around again with a G drive and all that jazz. But I just think it's so much cleaner with Windows. And so I like that. All right, so that's all I really wanted to share as a starting point. The next video I'm going to do is around what I'm imaging and how I have it set up in N.I.N.A. Again, there's more now that I can do to further automate nightly imaging. I think there might be an opportunity for me to get information about roof status. So if roof status changes along the course of the night, N.I.N.A would become aware of that through instructions that are available. I don't know if it's through sequencer power-ups or whatever, that would then shut down imaging for the night in a graceful manner and close it out and copy everything over and those type of things. So I've got a lot to learn yet and a lot of fun stuff to do now that those scopes are down there. All right. So again, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And I'd love to hear how, if you have a remote observatory, if you're in someone else's remote observatory or you built one yourself, how are you managing the data transfer in that? Your comments are great because it helps people that read the comments get ideas that I can't necessarily provide. So again, my whole purpose is trying to expand the amount of information that are available to the viewers who take time to read the comments and give a much broader perspective than I can. So again, if you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And wherever you are, hopefully you're looking forward to clear skies. Till next time.